Hello students, welcome to online classes. I'm Kavita, working as SA Max at ZPHS Srirangavaram. Today we are discussing 10th class mathematics. From that we are seeing the 11th chapter, that is trigonometry, which is one of the important concept in 10th class mathematics. And now we are in sixth session. In this session, we are going to discuss about trigonometric identities. Before going to start this session, just recall the previous concepts. We know that trigonometric ratios related with the right angle triangle. So, consider a right angle at B, and at A we have the angle theta. Then based on this angle we have to name the three sides of this triangle. So here AC becomes hypotenuse, BC becomes opposite side, and AB becomes adjacent side. Now just recall the Pythagoras theorem, that is hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. And just recall the trigonometric ratios. We know that there are 6 trigonometric ratios. Sin A is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, and cosecant A is nothing but reciprocal of sin A, that is hypotenuse by opposite side, and cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, and secant A is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent. Tan A is equal to opposite by adjacent, and multiplicative inverse of tan A is cot A, so cot A is equal to adjacent by opposite side. And just recall the remaining formulas, that is cosecant A can be written as 1 by sin A. Since cosecant A is multiplicative inverse of sin A, so cosecant A is equal to 1 by sin A. Similarly we get secant A is equal to 1 by cos A, cot A is equal to 1 by tan A, and also we can write sin A is equal to 1 by cosecant A, cos A is equal to 1 by secant A, tan A is equal to 1 by cot A. Now just see the trigonometric identities. We know that an identity is that mathematical equation which is true for all the values of the variables in the equation. For example, if you consider the equation a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab, which is an identity. That means if you take any values for a and b, any integers or any numbers, any fractions, then we get a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. If you substitute any values for a and b, then this equation satisfies. So this is called this is called identity, algebraic identity. In the same way, an identity equation having trigonometric ratios of an angle is called trigonometric identity, and it is true for all the values of the angles involved in it. Here we will derive a trigonometric identity. Okay, here there are three trigonometric identity. Let us see how we can derive those trigonometric identities. So consider a right angle triangle. Here I am taking A, B, C. At B there is right angle, and at A we have the angle theta. Based on theta we have to name the three sides. That becomes AC becomes hypotenuse, BC is opposite side, and AB becomes adjacent side. Now ABC is a right angle triangle where angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, so we can say that hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. That means here hypotenuse is AC. So we get AC square is equal to one of the side is AB and another side is BC. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This equation we get from the Pythagoras theorem. Let this is equation 1. Okay. Now we know that based on this triangle ABC, we name the three sides based on the angle A, theta. Now observe the theta, and that means angle A. Based on angle A, we can derive the 6 trigonometric ratios. Just see here. Sine A. Sine A is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. So here opposite is BC. So BC by AC. And cos A. Cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. That means AB by AC. Similarly tan A. Tan A is nothing but opposite by adjacent. So opposite is BC here and adjacent is AB. So we get BC by AB. Similarly cosecant A, which is multiplicative inverse of sin A. So we get AC by BC. Similarly secant A, that is nothing but AC by AB. And cot A. Cot A is equal to AB by BC. Just whenever we have BC by AC, there we can use sin A. Whenever there is AB by AC, we can use cos A. Similarly, the remaining also. Now, just start the derivation of the trigonometric identities. Here first, take the equation AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Here, I am dividing this equation with AC square. So, divide with AC square on both sides. Then we get on left side AC square by AC square, which is equal to AB square plus BC square by AC square. Observe on left side AC square will get cancelled. We get 1. 1 is equal to this AC square we can separate to this both values. That is, we can write this as AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square. Now observe that square is there for numerator and denominator. This can written as 1 is equal to AB by AC whole square plus here also square is there for both numerator and denominator. So BC by AC, we get BC by AC whole square. And observe that AB by AC is nothing but cos A. So we get 1 is equal to cos A whole square plus BC by AC means sin A. So here we can use sin A whole square. Cos A whole square means this can be written as cos square A. That means whatever the value of cos A, we have to do square for that. So this is nothing but cos square A plus sin square A. Observe that ma'am, sin A whole square is nothing but sin square A. So this is the trigonometric identity. So whatever the angle A, we get the equation, that is cos square A plus sin square A value is always 1. So one of the trigonometric identity is cos square A plus sin square A is always equal to 1. Okay. So one of the identity is completed. Now let us derive the second identity. For the first identity, we divide this equation 1 with AC square. Now divide the same equation with AB square. So here we are divide with AB square on both sides. Then observe that on left side we have AC square by AB square, which is equal to AB square by AB square plus BC square by AB square. Okay, so observe that AB square by AB square will get cancelled and AC square by AB square, this can be written as AC by AB whole square, which is equal to, this becomes 1 plus this becomes BC by AB whole square. And observe the AC by AB means here we can consider this as secant A, and in place of BC by AB we can get BC by AB means we get tan. So just replace that values. AC by AB means secant. So we get secant A whole square, which is equal to 1 plus tan A whole square. That means secant square A is equal to 1 plus tan square A. Or otherwise, if we move this tan square A to the left side, then we get the identity as secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. This is the another identity. Okay. So, secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. Like this, we derive the second identity. Now, let us see the third identity. To derive the third identity, divide the same equation with BC square. So, divide with BC square on both sides. Then observe that AC square by BC square, which is equal to AB square by BC square plus BC square by BC square. And here same concept, both will get cancelled. We get AC by BC here, AC by BC whole square, which is equal to AB by BC whole square plus 1. Now replace the values. AC by BC is nothing but cosecant A, and AB by BC is nothing but cot A. Just replace that. We will get cosecant A whole square is equal to cot A whole square plus 1. So, just move, this can be written as cosecant square A is equal to cot square A plus 1. Now move this cot square A to the left side, then we get the identity as cosecant square A minus cot square A. Cosecant square A minus cot square A is equal to 1. This is the third identity. Like this, we get the three identities. Okay, just see the three identities once again. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, or cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Whatever the angle, here the same angle will be here. If here sin square A is there plus cos square A will be there, then the value is 1. And secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So this is the second identity. And see the third one, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. While doing the problems, these three identities are most useful to us. Just we have to interchange these identities and we will get the new equations also. Okay. And just remember the three identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. If in exam a question is asked like this, what is the value of sin square 45 degrees plus cos square 45 degrees? No need to substitute the values. Directly it is in this format. So this is an identity, means whatever the value of theta, so it will be satisfied. That means cos square 45 degrees, sin square 45 degrees plus cos square 45 degrees always equal to 1. So we can write simply this as equal to 1. Okay. Similarly, here if they ask secant square 18 degrees minus tan square 18 degrees, what is the value of this trigonometric equation? So if they ask like this, observe here, we don't know the value of 18 degrees, but no need to do the problem because this is in the format of the second identity. Observe that secant square theta minus tan square theta. Secant square theta means here 18 degrees. So we get the answer as 1. No need to do the total problem because this is in this identity format. So compulsory we get the answer as 1. Okay, like this, the third identity also. If the value is cosecant square, any value, for example, 76 degrees minus cot square 70 degrees if they ask. So this is in this format. So we get answer as 1. Like this, we have to remember these three identities. Okay. To do the trigonometric problems, we need some other formulas also. Just recall that formulas. Cosecant A, this can be written as 1 by sin A. Secant A, which is equal to 1 by cos A. Tan A, which is equal to sin A by cos A. Cot A, which is equal to cos A by sin A. These four trigonometric values, these equations are useful to us to convert all the trigonometric ratios into sine and cos. If you observe that right side we have only sine and cos format. So cosecant A can be converted into sin A, secant A converted into cos A, tan A converted into sin A by cos A. That means sin A cos A. In format of sin A cos A, we can convert this. Cot A cos A by sin A. That means whenever the equation is in this left side trigonometric ratios, simply we can convert that into in terms of sine and cos. Okay, just remember these formulas. And after that, you have to understand the concepts, how we can use the algebraic equations in trigonometric problems. A plus b whole square can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab. Already we know this algebraic equation, algebraic identity. Similarly, a minus b whole square can be written as a square plus b square minus 2ab, and a minus b into a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square, or otherwise it can be called, it can be written as a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. But in these problems, if there is a plus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, already we discussed how can expand this by using the algebraic equations. But in case of trigonometry, we will get like this. If there is a problem sin theta plus cos theta whole square, now we have to compare with this identity. That means here a is nothing but sin theta, b is nothing but cos theta. Now a plus b whole square concept, that means sin theta whole square, that is a square, plus b square means cos theta whole square, this becomes b square, plus 2ab, that means 2 into sin theta into cos theta. Like this we have to use these identities in trigonometric problems. Okay, so whenever the problem is given, you have to identify this is in this format, and we have to use this expansion. Okay, and see the other identities. A minus b whole square, so we know that this is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So in case if there is any problem like this, 1 minus cos theta whole square, then just observe that a is nothing but 1 and b is nothing but cos theta. Like this we get some problems. So just we have to compare with a and b. This is in this format, so we have to use this identity, and here a is equal to 1, b is equal to cos theta. So this can be expanded like a square, that is 1 square, plus b square, that is cos theta whole square, minus 2ab, that is minus 2 into 1 into cos theta. So just like this we have to practice, and we have to do the problems. Okay, so this is a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. Whenever the formula is like this, for example 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta, you have to observe that this is in this format, so we can use this identity. Here a is nothing but 1, b is nothing but sin theta. So observe that this is in a plus b and a minus b format, so we get a square, that is 1 square, and b square, that is sin theta whole square. Okay, so just we have to identify this, and we have to do the problems based on this. See the first problem. Show that cot theta plus tan theta is equal to secant theta into cosecant theta. To do this problem, so which formula we have to use, or which identity we have to use? First we have to select the procedure. So just see, we learn these values, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Observe that, can we use these identities, trigonometric identities here? No, because there is no square for any trigonometry. Cot theta plus tan theta is there, but not in this format. So we can't use these trigonometric identities. I now come to the algebraic identities. Can we use this? No, because these are also not in this format. A plus b whole square not there, a minus b whole square not there, not in this third algebraic identity also. So we can't use these formulas. So first we have to check with this, and after that this, and if they are not matched, then come to this. Here cot theta is there, tan theta is there. Convert cot theta and tan theta in terms of sine and cos. Here cot theta or cot A can be written as cos A by sin A. That means instead of this cot theta, we have to write cos theta by sin theta. Just proceed that. Okay, this is show that problem. We have to take the LHS. Here instead of cot theta, we can write cos theta by sin theta. So I am taking that cos theta by sin theta plus tan theta. So tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. So sin theta by cos theta. After that, we know that fractions additions. Here, this is also in fraction, but instead of AB, there is a cos theta sin theta value. So just do the cross multiplication. That means here it becomes cos theta into cos theta. Plus is here, so we have to use plus, and sin theta into sin theta. Sin theta into sin theta. By in denominator, we will get sin theta into cos theta. Sin theta into cos theta. So which is equal to cos theta into cos theta is nothing but cos theta whole square plus sin theta into sin theta is sin theta whole square by sin theta into cos theta. And observe that cos theta whole square is nothing but cos square theta plus sin square theta by sin theta into cos theta. So cos square theta plus sin square theta, just we have to identify that. Cos square theta into sin square theta, we have the trigonometric identity. Now we have to apply this trigonometric identity. That means instead of this cos square theta plus sin square theta, we can write 1. So now we have to use that value. So numerator becomes 1 by, and denominator is sin theta into cos theta. Now observe that, but on right side we have secant theta, cosecant theta. That means 1 by, it can be written as 1 by sin theta into 1 by cos theta. Now observe that 1 by sin theta is nothing but cosecant theta. Already we know the formula. Okay. And 1 by cos theta is nothing but secant theta. So just observe that the right side value we got. So like this we have to do the problem. Okay, first choosing the method is important in trigonometric problems. Exercise 4 is very important, 11.4. In this exercise you have to understand the concept how can we start this problem. Okay. Now see the second problem. Evaluate sin theta plus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus cos theta whole square. Just see the formulas which we discussed previously. So by which formula we can start? Here sin theta plus cos theta whole square is there. That means clearly it is in the form of a plus b whole square, and it is in the form of a minus b whole square. Let's start from this. Okay. Here a plus b whole square means a square plus b square plus 2ab. So first take this. This becomes a and this becomes b. That means we get sin theta whole square, that is a square, plus b square means cos theta whole square plus 2ab, that means 2 into sin theta into cos theta, plus come to the second one. Here it is in the form of a minus b whole square. This is a, this is b, this is a, this is b, and a minus b whole square. That means here we get sin theta whole square plus cos theta whole square minus 2 into sin theta into cos theta. So observe that plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta. Both are same with negative sign. So we get cancelled. And sin theta whole square is nothing but sin square theta plus this becomes cos square theta. This is cancelled, and plus once again sin square theta. This is becomes sin square theta. This becomes cos square theta. And observe that sin square theta plus cos square theta. So we can use this trigonometric identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So we can write 1 here. Here also sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So the value of this trigonometric expression is 2. Like this we have to find the problem.